World of Women Galaxy's finally here, and we think they're going to win big.
We're going to go deep into World of Women's second collection, World of Women Galaxy, and tell you everything you need to know about this drop that generated over $40 million in gross sales in just 24 hours. You don't want to miss the show. Welcome to Goats and the Metaverse. Stanley,
Welcome.
how are you?
I am living the dream on a Monday. Today's Monday was crazy. We had Will Smith smack Chris Rock during the Oscars. We had Drake breaking $300,000 cards. ETH is up and rolling. But before we get into all that, and before we get into World of Women, let's talk about why I'm excited about this Monday. Let's talk about the GOAT Bolt.
The GOAT Bolt. It's up, and it's
Boom.
on a tear, $92,241, breaking its previous all-time high as it nears towards the $100,000 mark. A reminder for those of you who don't know what the GOAT Vault is, it's our way of rewarding our community. We have spent our own hard-earned cash, over $2,600 that we have invested into NFTs that we have locked away into the vault. And once we get to 5,000 subscribers for our show, we are going to open up the contents of that vault and give away those fancy NFTs. We invested $2,600. It today is worth $92,000. That's a 45x return on those shiny JPEGs that you could win by just smashing the subscribe button. Tell your friends, share the love, and hit that subscribe button, and you could win the contents of the GOAT Vault. $92,000, $241. Stan, I am pretty impressed with our GOAT Vault collection, and we owe majority of that today to the World of Women Galaxy because we got our free airdrop of a World of Women that added to that 1.5 ETH extra, plus the ETH price. That's another $5,000 that went into the vault just for, holding a World of Women NFT. That is the crazy world of NFTs.
And we're such nice guys that we just dropped it right back into the vault and giving it to one of you lucky viewers. So smash that subscribe button, share these videos. Let's get us to 5,000 so we can start handing out those NFTs. And like you said, Ethereum is on a burner. $3,347. Let's go 4K. Let's go 4K. I was going to start kind of spreading those rumors that we're going to get to 4K, but I was like, we are going up.
We're going fast.
4K, here we come. Let's go. And let's see what's going on in our daily prices. Daily prices, boom.
Down.
Yacht Club is still booming. Everything else is pretty much down. But to that defense, it's not down a lot. It is dipping a little bit, and Ethereum is still going up. So the delta is you are still winning. But I can't do the math in my head, but 107 ETH times 3,300 and change, you're talking about over $360,000 there for a floorboard ape. Wowzers, that is crazy. There's a lot of crazy things. And by the way, shout out to Xcopy, whose show we covered last week. Max Payne, 10-minute open edition. I think he did over $23 million in
7,500 sold. Yeah.
In 10 minutes. That is crazy. And then he took out a tweet that was a little bit, he said, was that the reveal? Where some people took it as, wait a minute, maybe that's not the art, and there's going to be new art. And the floor price went from about 1.1, 1.2, I think went up to all the way to 1.9. And everybody was like, well, Xcopy is a little out there. He might have changed the artwork on it. But from what I understand, that is not the case. Shout out to him. Make sure you watch that episode. And let's get into the fun part of the show. World of Women Galaxy. Before we get into that, what is World of Women, Yossi?
World of Women is a PFP collection, a profile picture collection that is dedicated to the lovely women of our world. It is 10,000 profile pictures, started on 27th of July, 2021. It makes them a veteran in this space, believe it or not. Mint price was at 0.08 ETH, and current floor is sitting at 9.9 ETH. At one point, it was over 13 ETH. So if you minted yourself a World of Women and held on to do till today, you have done over 100x on your money since July in less than a year. That is no small feat. They've got a very active and strong community, 60,000 people in their Discord, 188,000 followers on Twitter. And the benefits of owning a World of Women changed over time when Guy Siri came on board. Guy Siri, he got them to change the ownership rights so that now you own the underlying artwork and the IP, and you can do whatever you want. You have the full commercial rights for that World of Women. There are some monthly art drops from select NFT artists that get sent out to World of Women holders. You own the 4K file, and really is a community by women, for women, and representing the power of women. It has some notable holders behind the community. Gwyneth Paltrow, Eva Longoria, Reese Witherspoon are some of the names that hold the World of Women NFT. And World of Women Galaxy is their second collection. They went, instead of a 10K drop, to a 22,222 items. That's a lot, but sold out. 19,800 were claimed. Did it a little differently. They did it on a Dutch auction. And Stanley, there was a little bit of challenge with the Dutch auction starting at a high price. What happened?
Yeah, they started at 3 Ethereum, and it sat there. Nobody pulled the trigger. So, like you said, 22,222. 10,000 automatically went to World of Women holders. 2,222 were on the allow list, which you could buy for 0.3. And 10,000 you could buy. They started at 3 Ethereum. Nobody was buying. I think at one point I was looking at it, I think it was like 98 sold or some really extremely low number. And it sat there for a while. 1.5, once we hit 1.5 Ethereum, it started moving a little bit, but I'm talking about a little bit. I was looking at it at 1.3, and I believe there was about 2,000 of them sold and change. And once it hit 1 Ethereum, it sold out in minutes. That was the magic number. It went from 1 Ethereum all the way up to 1.9 Ethereum, which was the high on secondary. And before the show, I said to you, isn't this game funny? People sat there. You could have bought this project 1.5, as many as you wanted. No, 1.3 even. You could have bought as many as you wanted. Nobody wanted.
No buyers.
As soon as it hits secondary, this thing skyrockets, and you could have sold it for 1.9. I mean, listen, not financial advice. Do your own research. But these opportunities are there. And I was sitting there and I was thinking, like, I know this thing is going to sell on secondary like crazy. But, you got to have the chutzpah, as they call it, to pull the trigger, buy 20, 40, 60 of these things at 1.3, 1.5, and flip it at 1.7, 1.8, 1.9. You are walking away with lots of Moulin Rouge. And quick. Very, very, very quick. So the opportunities are there. And, as if you look at it from go ahead, Yossi, sorry.
Speaking of opportunities, we also saw some clever scalpers in the market. They figured out there was an announcement on World of Women that the skin trait would be the same as your current World of Women avatar in the new Galaxy edition. And people figured out, well, if the skin trait's going to be, and if my serial number is 100 and has a rare skin trait, well, then number 100 of the World of Women access pass should have the same skin trait. So we saw people pre-reveal sniping different access passes for above floor price. Everyone was wondering what is going on. And well, people had figured out the game and started front running the reveal. And that's what you're up against as well. If you're in this and you're trying to say, well, let's see what I can do here, you are up against people who understand smart contracts, who understand the system, are in it all the time. And for anyone who is just like, oh, let me just buy this as my first PFP, well, you may have got lucky, but most likely you got outsniped and people got the rarer traits in that type of collection. Other controversy around the drop, maybe not controversy, but some of the feedback, they look very similar to your current World of Women. Not a lot of lift on the art. Not a lot of creativity went into this drop. It feels a little underwhelming. There isn't much that comes to it. If you think of like Bored Ape Yacht Club, you had the original apes, then you got the Kennel Club with the dogs and the pets, and then you got mutants, which were completely different. I can't tell really the difference between a World of Women Galaxy and a World of Women original without really understanding the community. So, maybe it'll work for this community. They did try something different, not going with a pet drop like everyone else is doing it. They went with something new here. Mixed bag of results on whether people like that.
Well, listen, if you compare them to Bored Ape Yacht Club, and there's a wide difference, but you're talking about Guy Fieri, who is also the business manager in this project, and you look at where mutants are at 22, 23 Ethereum, and you look at where the comparison of World of Women are and World of Women Galaxy are, this might be cheap. They even if they're running at a 10% marker against Bored Ape Yacht Club and against mutants, there's still room there. There's still room to go up there. And I do believe that this project, once again, do your own financial research. I believe that this project is going to be sitting at eventually a 3 to 4 or 5 Ethereum price range at some point down the line. So there's still opportunity to get in, and I know there's a lot of hype around it. I put my World of Women Galaxy on my Twitter, and I got a lot of love for it. So we shall see what they do with the project, but I won't count them out.
You don't need to count them out, and you don't even need to buy one because we have one in our GOAT vault. Remember, you can win the contents of that vault just by subscribing to the show. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Goats in the Metaverse. As always, we are here to help you navigate the space and hope you have some fun along the way. We'll catch you next time. I am at NFT LA, and we'll be bringing you all of the good news to come from what I'm seeing on the ground here in our next show. And Stanley, have a wonderful day.
You too. And if you guys see Yossi at NFT LA, tweet us. Let us know. We're hanging with Yossi at NFT LA. Guys, again soon.